just wanna be more in love with you, Jesus. You, Jesus. Oh, I just wanna be more in love with you, Jesus. You, Jesus. Yeah.
Hey YouTube, this is Rayma and welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here, again, hey, it's Rayma and this is Mask Off Mondays. And basically Mask Off Mondays is a series that I kind of made up when I felt like I was dealing with, well, I currently still am, dealing with some of my insecurities, and I wanted to bring it to YouTube because I felt like one of the reasons that I won't do YouTube is because I feel so inadequate. And so I'm trying to bring my inadequacies here on YouTube, on this platform, so that others can, you know, relate to me and that I won't allow it to be a hindrance. So, sorry, my nose is itching. So, yeah, I actually have a topic for today. I'm not exactly sure if last time I did this, I had a topic, but I have a topic today. And also, usually when I come on her for Mask Off Mondays, I usually am undone. I don't have my mask on, my makeup, and my hair done, and usually I'm not dressed. But I thought I'd do something different, and I do want to film another video today because I'm trying to be consistent. So that's another reason I'm her, you know, kind of made up. So here we are. Oh, the two topics that I want to talk about today. Well, it's only one topic. I have two titles and they kind of are married and, you know, go together. So the first one is silencing the lies, and the second one is canceling out the noise. And I have a notebook here because one, sometimes my nose is itching. Because one, sometimes my thoughts be all over the place, and two, I want to make sure that I hit everything that I was thinking about. So first, I'm gonna say a scripture, which is 2 Corinthians 10:3-5, and this is in the ESV version, and it says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we are not waging war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not of the flesh, but have divine power to destroy strongholds. We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God, and take every thought captive to obey Christ." So when I was thinking about cancel out the noise, what I think about is like a sound booth, or like in-ears, or noise canceling headphones. So I was like, let me look one of those up. And so noise canceling headphones is what I typed into Google, and there was a definition. So let me just read to you the definition. And for it was like, close-in in-ears, fit provides a nice seal that blocks out surrounding noise in a crowded space, a crowded place. And then my notes say, crowded spaces usually have sounds, words, thoughts, opinions that are not your own, and if not blocked out, can clutter and begin to cause confusion amongst what you are trying to say or do. And so an example is like when you're in a party and there's music and there's people talking and all this stuff going on, and you're trying to have a conversation with somebody that could be right next to you or right in front of you, and what do you have to do? You have to raise your voice so that they can hear you, or you want to go to a secluded place so that the conversation that you have, especially if it's an important one, you can get all your points across, and that there's a clear path of communication. And if, you know, it's important, you usually want to go to a place that when you're trying to have a conversation, there are no distractions distracting you from what you actually want to get across. And so I said, when you're in a secluded place, what do you usually do, or what would you like to do when a secluded place isn't available? You remove yourself out of the place that kind of causes all that confusion in your conversation. And so, you know, canceling out the noise for me and what I'm learning is sometimes, you know, I'm going to move on to the next point, and then I'm going to marry them together. So, I'm sorry. The second point is silencing the lies. And so when you define silence, it says the state of standing still and not speaking as a sign of respect. And there's another scripture that I have, and it says, it's 1 Peter 2:9, and this is the version. And it says, but you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a consecrated nation, a special people for God's own possession. so that you may proclaim the excellencies, the wonderful deeds and virtues and perfections of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Sorry. This is, like I said, the AMP version, and what I memorized this version as when I was younger was King James version. It says, you are a chosen nation, a peculiar people, you're set apart for God. And both of them basically say the same thing, but I wanted to read the AMP because it's a little bit more descriptive. And you know, silence and what you just said, Rayma, they don't really go hand in hand. There's a purpose, and the purpose is, when I define silence, I said it's the state of standing still and not speaking as a sign of respect. And going back to what I was talking about, of like, there's all these things going on. When things are silent, you can still your heart and mind. And the reason I give these two scriptures, and the reason that I'm giving these descriptions and definition, is because I want to make sure that what I'm saying is concise, especially because I'm kind of talking about me. And when I was in the same predicament that I am in, I kind of want to be the source that I need to somebody else. So I'm being concise because I need it to be able to be chewable by anybody that is digesting this information. And so, to basically marry the two, put this all in perspective, when you're in that party and you want to be in a place where you have to, you know, be secluded and have a conversation, you basically have to step out of the place that is causing confusion, the place that has all the thoughts and opinions and lies that kind of bombard what it is that you're trying to do. I'm an overthinker, so I'm not going to talk about anybody else. I'm going to talk for myself. Overthinking is my specialty. I can think myself into a thought of a thought of a thought of a thought, and it keeps going, and I capture myself in endless thoughts and scenarios that make absolutely no sense. Well, not that they don't make any sense, but they're so far from the initial thought that I begin to think myself into a problem. And the reason I want to talk about silencing the lies and canceling out the noise is because often I and a lot of other people like to allow the clutter, I know I'm saying that word a lot, I'm sorry, allow the things that are going around us to define how we act and behave in certain situations. And I really just want to encourage myself and somebody else to allow God to speak to our heart. And the reason I said 1 Peter 2:9, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, 1 Peter 2:9, is because it first tells me who I am, and then it tells me that I'm supposed to bring people out of darkness into his marvelous light, or rather he will help me to bring people out of darkness into their marvelous light. And that is one of the main reasons, and one of the only reasons I started this Mask Off Monday on this channel, because I know that I was in a place of darkness, and the only light that I have is Christ's light. And if I can allow my lights to show shine before other men, which is a scripture, I'm gonna probably put it on the screen because I can't remember what verse it is off the top of my head, but you know, what did it say? Yeah, calling people out of darkness into his marvelous light. And you know, I know what it feels like to be in darkness alone, and I don't want anybody else to have to encounter that and think that there's no way out. Me and my roommates were talking about being the answer to the prayer that you pray, and that's probably one of my roommates, being an answer to a prayer. And sometimes you have to be the answer that you need to somebody else. And so that's what this is about, and I pray that this is cohesive. I got really nervous in front of the camera, and I'm trying to encourage myself to do this because I feel like I'm all over the place, and I keep trying to reiterate, I hope you understand, and I hope I'm being concise, I hope I'm communicating this well, because you know, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. So I do hope that you enjoy this video, and I do hope that it was, you know, cohesive, and I'm not rambling over my words, and yeah, that's this Mask Off Monday. It's pretty short, sweet, and to the point. So thank you for stopping into my channel. I hope that what I said was beneficial to you. And yeah. Oh, before I exit, like, comment, and subscribe. You can get to know me in the bio, in my description box. And I'm probably gonna put some stuff in the eye. I don't know what side. I think it might be this side. It might be the side of like some videos that you might like that are mine. And yeah, peace out. Peace.
All my homies tryna go viral on the internet. They gon' mess around and kill theyself if I don't interject. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, you know we die for that. But long as God following me on Twitter, I'm alright with that, you know.